So this is the drawing that I want to work from today. It's very different from the ones we had the last couple of times because it's not of a figure lying down, it's not a reclined figure, but it's a figure sitting. So I cannot really do the sausage arranged on my plate thing with this one. I will have to really work more in all three dimensions. Yeah, and I will have to give her a seat because she's not just lying flat on the ground, she's actually sitting here. So there needs to be something for her to sit on. I think I will work again with the more coarse, with the rough clay and then with the fine clay. Just so that the rough clay can hold her up enough, because I'm not sure the fine clay would do that. Yeah, so that's that. Smaller plate today because she's not expanding as a reclining figure would. Yeah, I have to look back to the stove. So, okay, I will probably need a bit more of the rough clay than I've just cut for myself. Now, because I didn't draw it, I have no idea what exact shape that seat she is sitting in on was originally. Could have been a round thing, could have been a cube-like thing. It's probably not a chair because it's too low down for a chair, so it might be corner of a bed. I mean, I did draw it a little bit here, but really only tiny little bit. So, what that is, I don't know. Okay, apparently this is going to be a rather roundish seat she's sitting on. I'll make this a little bit hollow. Because it doesn't need to be massive clay on the inside. It's quite stable if I hollow it out like this. And it dries faster. And I think if I were to decide to fire it, to like harden it properly, it would also be less risky to do it this way than if it was massive. So, here's the seat. Maybe I've made it a bit big, because the seat really determines how big the rest of the figure is going to be. So this is the seat, and she's sitting here. And then the thighs go up to here. That's quite a bit of a figure. And then her body would go up to here, and that would be much bigger than any of the other things that I've done on streaming. So I'm going to cut this down a bit. Yeah, I could hollow it out a bit more now. That will reach. Yesterday, while streaming, I was completely ignoring my stove, with the result that it never really got going all night. Just didn't go out. Just didn't really start burning hot the way that it does now. And I'm very pleased that now it's getting properly warming. So now we have this, and then like it like this. And the body, I think that's more doable. I really did like the whole making sausage people. Something about starting with such like very, very simple, like maximum simple shape was really appealing to me. I think I will try to do a sausage here as well, even if it doesn't make as much sense. It's like it's not going to lie on a flat plane the other sausages did, but this one is really more of a zigzag sausage. Still, I think her legs are pretty much together, so they can be joined to be, like this can be the legs basically here. Now she also has quite a bit of belly and breast, and I wonder, do I want to put them in here now so that they can do the squash naturally, or do I try to put in the squash of the belly, like this bit here? Do I try to actively sculpt that? I think I will play around with just having it squash mechanically. So this is becoming the belly or something, or part of it. I have a bit of a belly now. This would be a bit of a Marge Simpson situation here. This is her neck, this is her head. So I'm going to take some of that away. This is just more of like placeholder head. This doesn't look anything like the head of the figure in my drawing. There's no hair, there's no chin, there's no features whatsoever. This is more really a reminder that there is a head, reminder to myself. Now, seen from the back, she also has quite a bit of a waist. The waist goes in. Maybe just a little more on the back. And by coming out the waist, also give her a bit more for the thumb and thighs. I think she needs a bit broader shoulders still. Okay. Well, this is today's basic sausage shape, and I think I will just put her on her seat now and see where that ends up, where that goes, whether that works at all or not. This looks a little bit like some like very very old archaeological find. Doesn't look like this figure yet, but we'll see. So, sit. I think the mechanical squash here in the belly works actually really nice. I hope that I'll be able to preserve that even if I put a layer of the finer clay on it later. Maybe I just skip the finer clay. But, so she's sitting and her legs are bunched up. Okay. Corners, edges. Okay. I made her legs a bit too short. Or at least they don't have feet yet, so I'll have to add feet. And just hunched over a bit more, but the head's going up like this. So this is what it's looking like now from the side. And I actually like it quite a bit. I like my very simple body sausage shapes. But she will also get arms and feet. Arms and feet. Not sure about hair, but probably maybe even hair. We'll start with the feet. approximation of feet at least. And she needs a bit more size here. And on the other side as well. Okay, now I think the fire in my stove is burning too hot. Now with the arms, I have another issue where I don't actually know what they're doing. I mean, I know a little bit what they're doing here, but especially what that right arm, what the right arm is doing apart from resting on that knee. Not sure. And if this left arm is resting on the right knee or on the left knee, again, I do not know. So first I'll make the right upper arm resting on the right knee. And I just assume that the lower right arm is going across the knees and the hand is going down. Like so. Yeah, it's a bit too much. I think I'll have to part her legs a bit. Because all those hands and arms still need a bit more space. And again, that's something that I cannot tell from my drawings how far apart her legs actually are. Are they closed up? Are they wide? They're not super wide. that I know for sure, but are they wider at the knees than at the heels? I do not know. I'm making it up as I go along. So this is what she's looking like now from the front. Which makes it much less of a coy and much more of a no-nonsense kind of pose hairline. Still don't know what to do with the other arm though. Okay, I'm assuming that the other arm is going here. Because making it go there would feel weird. Long arm sausage. Okay, now it's not symmetrical with the other arm anymore. It's a bit too thin in comparison. And I think for now I'm just... okay, I'm going to try to fix this. Up here, and now I would profit if I had already given her a chin, because after all she's resting her chin on that hand, and I now need to make a chin so that I can make the connection with the hand and thus for the arm. Mm. At least, thank you. This is going to become the hand. Okay. Now we have all the extremities there. Basically, the whole pose in a very, very rough shape. Um, Certainly going to do more with the legs. I'm not sure apart from that. She's probably not going to get hair from me today anyway. There's something really satisfying in the drawings of her back, to me at least. I'm not sure I'm going to get any of that in this little sculpture. Maybe I need hair for that. Okay, maybe I will give her hair. Yeah, probably I will give her hair. First, make the legs a bit more actually leg-like and less sausagey. Or I'm trying to. Separating the arm from the knee. They're not actually merging. One is just resting on the other. And the feet are too big, at least the one foot is too big. Now I'm just fiddling around, going over it, trying to fix whatever I see that I know how to fix or think I have an idea how to fix. She's not going to get any breasts anymore because I cannot reach inside there. Would have had to do that a lot earlier. I think really the only thing that I'm really still going to bother with now is back. Just making sure that I have the rough proportions right. And of course I don't. ah, I think if I were to go back to life drawing now and make drawings with an eye to turning them into sculptures later, I would choose places to sit much, much farther away from the figure than I usually do. Like so far in life drawing, I've always gone as close to the model as I possibly can. Um, because I like to have extreme foreshortening in a drawing, and because I like to see as much detail in the body as I can. Um, maybe also because I'm short-sighted, who knows? Or, mix up all of these things. But it's not a good perspective to get a good impression of the whole figure in space. Which is exactly what I need in order to be able to sculpt from it better than I do from these things. Now I'm getting a bit of a finer clay. And that's also what I'm going to make the hair from. Or, yeah, this can do. This is probably going to make it all look like shit from the front. Because I don't see what I'm doing in the front at the moment. But I'm touching the front and my fingers are all glued up with the watery, soft, fine clay. And I'm pressing on it, and probably everything is going wrong now on the front side of this thing. Oh, fuck me, the hair is going to fuck me up. Now I know why I didn't do hair on the others. This is probably going to be the last figure in quite a while where I even try to do the hair. Just I think I'm just going to board this very soon because I've really run into a thing with the hair that I don't know how to deal with yet. I might have to think about that a bit before I try it again. Or, I don't know, look at some other sculptures by people who dealt well with hair. Tired now. Yeah, giving up for the day. Oh, and it all got asymmetrical again. Mm, there's much more I could do in the shoulders and with the arms and with the belly and those beautiful little like squashes in there, but this is what she's going to stay like for now. Need to make my hands clean enough so that I can touch the keyboard and actually end the stream.